What's up, boys? Today we're going to be checking out the Spellbook Demonslayers Apocalypse demo, the complete overhaul for the Spellbook Demonslayers game. It looks like it's an actual action RPG now. It's been 7 years since the demons destroyed the Cosmic Library. We couldn't get near your body until now. I want to kill him with me. So we have a crossbow, trigger lightning the first time they hit an enemy, dealing 35% attack damage, lightning bolt, area effects, alt expand tooltips. Okay, a lot of information there. Okay, so that's actually auto-attacking still. We have to... Oh, it just stays on the ground after you equip it. You can devour the enemy. Next area. An eternal goddess that once brought favor to the Cosmic Library. Devastate enemies with a blast of energy. Activates an extra time at 400 plus and 600 plus mana. I don't see how much mana I have. Devastate enemies with a blast of energy. Size, knockback, stagger. Oh, 700 mana, there we go. Suitable challenge for both new and returning Demonslayers. Test of strength for experienced Demonslayers, and a punishment for ruthless Voidslayers. Let's go ahead and check out the first one since all of this stuff is completely new. Yeah, it seems the basic attack is still automatic. Or actually, I think that's a setting in here, isn't it? Auto attack at full charge, yeah. You can turn that off and then manually charge it, I guess. But this just seems easier to use. There's supposed to be a dash, but I don't seem to be able to do it. There are a lot of keybinds now, wow. Yeah, space for dash / shapeshift. So you have to hold dash to become a fox? I can't dash at all. I'll try holding it to shapeshift here. Oh, okay, it just gave it to me. There we go. Can I shapeshift here? No. So we're going to have to go through all of these little things to get our abilities. I guess I have this already, but it won't let me move through. Oh, I guess we have to go over here. And then we're supposed to be able to get a new ability. Oh, that's the smite I already have. You can use that by pressing E. Here's what we've got for now. So we've got a little shop, kinetic spells, excel and raw power, exceptional amount of damage, range or speed. Fire, devastate enemies with a large burst of damage from explosions and magma. Convert frostbite on enemies into blood thaw, increasing damage taken. Oh, you can see some of the options available here, it looks like. Dark spells offer an array of tools such as stripping enemy armor or stealing your health. Sounds cool. Beta decay, forbidden meditation technique, a chaotic emission of particles, strip away 1 armor from enemies. Particles fracture twice on hit, but the fractured ones do not strip armor. Knockback plus 16%. Is that like a little, like, random stat upgrade that they come with as well, it looks like? Fill enemy throats with thick black smoke on cast, gain stealth for 3 seconds. I can't see exactly what stealth does right now. Bathe in spent nuclear fuel, minorly damaging nearby enemies. Also reduce their armor by 1 to 4, changing sporadically. Let me try some fracturing particles, that sounds cool. So we've got some elite enemies with special abilities now. Looks like those little floating things are the beta particles. There's a brief cast on the special ability on E, but it seems pretty quick. So it looks like you get your mana back from killing enemies and from changing stages. Ash Replica. Expel. Stagger and knock back enemies when you touch their spawn warning? So we go into the spawn warning and then it looks like it causes a little knockback right as they spawn? I don't know that that would really be worth it though. Yeah. I guess it depends on how useful the stagger is. Brilliant Neural Cluster. Let you boost your power. Empty sockets can be filled with boosts to light radius, cast speed, mana, critical hits. That's a lot of text, wow. Oh, enemies in your light take 50% more in knockback and stagger. Mana can enhance your spells or cast your signature spell. Mother's Domain. Visit Mother for world-class healing. Other people often stop by as well, offering their services. Voices of Anxiety consume your thoughts. You can socket it with attack speed, movement speed, dash, or dodge chance. Every 10 seconds, gain 200% chance to dodge. At start of each wave, gain stealth for 13 seconds, and it also grants execution threshold. I kind of want to see what is going on here, I think. Suppose you can join me in gain, restore all health and gain 1 vitality. Can I see my stats right now? I can see my knockback from that one ability, character info. Vitality refills your health when it reaches 0. So that gives us 1 revive then, it sounds like? Oh, it says it right there. Yeah, okay. So we have 1 vitality now. Can't interact with any of the strippers, it looks like. Slayer apps are equipped using a resource called Capacity, enhancing your combat abilities. 0 out of 5 capacity used. So that's probably the socket thing we saw earlier. Like Expel or Devour, Refresh or Dash. Okay, that would give you an incentive to stand on an enemy spawn and expel them then. And get some of your dash charges back faster. Deflect enemy projectiles. Damage multiplier plus 77%. But your damage taken multiplier is infinity? So you do a lot more damage but you die in 1 hit, I guess? Doesn't sound like a great idea while I'm learning the game. Let's try the dash if I can. 5 out of 5 used. So I guess that used up all of my capacity to activate that thing. And then that of course removed the other choices we had here. Restore max health by up to 35%. Looks like you can see some of the enemies that spawn there. Oh yeah, I have the deflect if I can time that. I can see them throwing any projectiles at me. Oh, his mine definitely didn't get deflected. So I guess that doesn't count as a projectile? Okay, I tried to dash over the fire thing and it just, like, permanently stunned me and froze the game for a little bit there. Kinda weird. Oh yeah, I need to devour these for some reason. Manual aim, right click. I think I like the auto, to be honest. I think the best eyes are worth keeping after all. Max health up to 35%. Let's see if we can... It's just the mines they're throwing, it seems like. So the dash deflect seems kind of useless so far. It'd be cool if you could catch their mines and throw them back at them, though. I don't know why I really have to go around devouring almost every single corpse they leave. I guess it's supposed to be a way to regenerate your resources in combat. Dark spells offer an array of tools, kinetic, electric, stagger enemies, become lethal in the right circumstances, easily proliferates between things with existing elemental properties. Let's go dark again, see if we can get anything cool there. Lay a mine at your feet when triggered by a demon and impale them with a shadowy lance that releases bursts of energy. Discard 4 bloodstained scythes in an X pattern, recovers 1 health per enemy hit. The notorious black hail falls from the sky, stripping away 1 armor from enemies. Let's go ahead and grab some healing on hits with the X pattern scythe. Backpedal? Oh, okay. If you don't like any of these, you can go for a different one, but you'll have less choices. Lucky bonus level up? Okay. We can get one of the clusters, another cluster, or another cluster. So we can fill this one with... Can I... Okay, there we go. Demon Blade, Devour, Expel. Okay, you can get boost to your abilities with this one. That sounds interesting. This one gives attack, move speed, dash, dodge, cast speed, attack, projectile range, damage. The ability boost sounds the most interesting here. Let's go ahead and grab that, I guess. Plus 1 weapon attack will be followed by the Demon Blade? Devour mana and max mana recovered doubles it. On damage taken, cluster detonate for 200% of enemy damage. Let's try this and see what happens. Kind of a lot to take in here. That giant tornado thing is probably bad. Yeah, it seems to be a lot of mana and health back from devouring the bodies, I guess, so just save those for a good time if you accidentally take some damage. So it might not be charging my attack here. I'm not sure. I'm gonna turn this off for a little bit and see what it looks like with manual then. I can't do anything here. Not sure. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I guess it's just doing a regular basic attack whenever it's ready normally. And then you can hold it down for the yellow bar to charge up. Maybe I'll try that a little bit, see how it feels. Feels a bit weird with the auto aiming on it though. Can I change that a bit? Auto lock on range. I think that's it? Yeah, there we go. Now I can fully aim that, it seems like, to do better AoE with it. It doesn't look like there's any iframes on the dash, so you have to be very careful. Yeah, if you dash through a puddle, you still take damage. Or if you even dash close to them, it seems like. Oh, can I deflect those? It doesn't seem like it. I still have the dash thing, right? Alright, enough of that. Let's put it back on auto, I think. We'll just focus on controlling the spells and the dash, I think. Kinetic, dark, or electric. Let's keep going dark because I'm edgy like that. So we can upgrade the organ harvest, but I can't really tell what it gains other than the passive stat at the bottom. Can I see what it currently does? I can only see the stats I have over here. So it's 5, 1.65, 0.35. And it looks like all the stats are still the same on it. Bathe in spent nuclear fuel. I don't think I want to lower my attack speed. So cast speed might be for just the auto spells, I'm guessing? Speeds up spells, speeds up attacks and charge time. So yeah, that would speed up my auto spells, but then the damage penalty would make it so it's not really a boost anyways. Honestly, let's probably just take the thing with no downside here, I think. I guess it actually does play fairly similar to the original game if you keep the auto-aim stuff on, but you do have an active spell, and you can add a lot of modifiers still to customize your character a bit. And then you kind of want to stay active so you can go in there and use the corpses to recover a bit. Kind of a bad positioning on that one. Oh well, there's probably plenty of enemies here. I feel like my AoE damage is kind of bad though. Let's try and get some mana back over here so I can keep spamming smite on them. I think if you're in range of multiple of these, it should automatically use the lowest timer one instead of the closest one. Okay, here's the shapeshift ability. Hold dash, become more agile, 30% movement speed. So I'm guessing you can keep auto-casting your spells in this form, but you probably won't be able to use your basic attack? Let's try that out. Yeah, we're still using the X-pattern scythes and the particles, so you can use that to help you dodge stuff. That is a lot of enemies, Jesus. Okay, it looks like they just basically instantly popped my revive there. Maybe the scythes will heal me up a bit, so we can't go over the puddle. We are completely surrounded. Jesus. Okay, I tried to dash through them and I just died. I guess we probably need some better AoE damage because there was nowhere to even move there and there's no iframes on the dash. Dash while performing charged attacks. Interesting. So, can we start with these? Damn it. What happens if I die here? Nothing. Okay, damage that escalates heavily over time, increases movement speed by 30%. Removes an extra 2% of your max health, reduces movement speed by 30%, prevents recovery of frostbite and bloodthaw. Rapidly inflicts frostbite. Divides movement speed by 5% per stack. Toggle attacks. Fully charged attacks with this weapon deflect projectiles. Trigger lightning the first time they hit an enemy. You dash while performing charged attacks. That sounds interesting, so I kind of want to try that. So we'll have to turn the auto stuff off here. I can't attack in here. I'm not performing any dashes. Okay, so I guess it's just on the release for that. Could be suicidal, but could be interesting. Spellbooks. I have no idea what all of this stuff is here. Let's just go back into another run, I think. We have kinetic, dark, and ice. Let's go for some ice. Rapidly penetrate enemies with shards of ice, followed by a piercing orb that freezes them. Can't see what freeze does currently, but some sort of slow or stun, I guess. Attach a sigil that rapidly inflicts frostbite, periodically freezes them. 16% attack speed, that sounds pretty good for the charging build here. When you expel an enemy, freeze nearby enemies for a short time. So yeah, I like the stat boost, and it sounds decent. So our charge should be a lot faster now as well, I think. Speeds up attacks and charge time. And then there's one that's specifically for charge as well. Alright, charge attacks, here we go. Oh god, you take damage by using this. Really? There's no way this can work, is there? Okay, most of the time I'm not taking damage. I guess maybe if it lands directly on top of them. Neural cluster. Can get attack speed on that would be useful. We can get some spell upgrades for that, but those seem like dark-based spells and maybe some fire. Attack speed and movement speed, isn't that the same as this one? Cast speed, attack speed, projectile range, damage. Okay, there's a couple different defensive stats there, and then maybe you can upgrade them to different things as well. Pierce amount. Attack while shapeshifting, that sounds interesting. I'm not sure how that would work with this weapon. Kinda wanna see that if we make it there. Let's go ahead and grab the attack speed so that we can spam our dash attack more often. Yeah, I sometimes take damage from it, so I'm probably just going to end up dying eventually from that. Devour that. So it seems like I'm fine if I dash past them. But if I land directly on top of them, I take damage, it seems like. Another attack speed, movement speed, dash, dodge thing, a bunch of damage-based stuff. The ability upgrades, let's go over here and try to just spam attack speed, I think. Max dashes probably doesn't help since I'm using my attack to dash. It's actually not bad survivability, but I want to get huge attack speed here. Just dash all over the place and eventually accidentally kill myself by dashing into stuff. I don't think I landed on anyone there, but that one still damaged me. This is gonna be hard to use. Yeah, I'm just dead instantly. So you definitely don't have iframes during the auto dash there, but I figured that would probably happen. Fully charged attacks deflect projectiles. I guess we'll try this again and maybe go for some lightning-based stuff. Oh, you can swap these out here. Expel, devour, refresh your dash. So it looks like all of these are locked until the full game comes out. Dark. electric or ice. We are going electric this time. Storm Throne. A possessed garden chair sits unseen in another realm. Interesting. Influencing our world with an area that causes lightning for 13 damage when enemies die in it. Standing inside grants execution threshold. Swarm was electrified by crawling into one of the Cosmic Library's power outlets. Interesting lore. They'll search for nearby enemies and chain off of them. Sounds pretty cool. A pretty good passive stat there. Sigil that can attach to nearby demons, repeatedly calls lightning bolts. Pretty big mana gain. Lose a decent amount of area of effect though. Let's go for the chaining thing with no downside here. So I have Spirit Shield currently. What does that even do? Drain mana or max mana to conjure the most hated barrier. Successful Spirit Shield Demon Blade counter converts some mana to... What on earth is happening? Inflict knockback and stagger? I don't really know. Some type of shield. Light radius, cast speed, mana, critical hits. Cast speed, attack speed, projectile range. Let's go for this one, I think. Gunslet. Oh, projectiles lose damage as they travel then. We can get a decent damage increase or a pretty big projectile range. Sure. Ability upgrades, knockback, light radius. Wait, what was that thing at the top? Mana orbs from corpse slams? Wall slam inflicts 2 marks. That seems more attack based. Demon Blade, Devour, Expel doesn't sound super useful. Actually, I don't know what Demon Blade is. You can get some survivability there. That might be helpful. 1 armor, how much is that? Oh, it's a flat damage reduction. And then you have resistance on top of that. That actually seems pretty good. Energy shield? Negates 1 hit that would have otherwise killed you. Huh. Let's go for the fortification, I guess. Absorb Crystal Demon Blood to charge up the Demon Blade? What does that even mean? Space R1? I have no idea. Manually triggered by shapeshifting. Yeah, I can't do anything. I don't know. Oh, it just randomly... Oh, was it when I left the forum? I have no idea, man. Don't mind me, just a lightning dog. Shooting out sparks everywhere. It seems like it sometimes happens at the end of the shapeshifts. Doesn't really do that much damage though. Light radius, cast speed, mana, critical hit, Mother's Domain. Damage, critical hit, knockback. Let's go for some cast speed, speed up the sparks a bit. Feels like I could really use a damage spell here instead of the Spirit Shield. Like the Smite spell I had last time from the tutorial would be pretty helpful for more AoE damage. Okay, I used a slash on a regular dash. Yeah, you just get stun locked if you go even remotely close to the puddles, and then you can't even use your dash anymore. Bizarre. Kinetic Blade. I like my weapon though. I specifically didn't choose that at the start of the run. Why would it be offered now instead of like an upgrade? I could understand if there was like a different weapon that wasn't available, but one of the starting weapons here is pretty strange. Okay, that was a huge slash. How do I do that every time? Cast speed over there could be cool. Ability upgrades for stuff that I'm not really using that much. Attack speed. But like, when are you absorbing Crystal Demon Blood? I don't really know what that means. I don't know if I'm really wall slamming much. I guess we'll try that. Dark, fire, or ice. So that combines with frost, it looks like. Shatter enemies in a burst of damage. I guess we'll try some ice here. We can get some cast speed there. Mine that erects a freezing pillar of ice, letting you do what you please with enemies. Bursts after a while, triggering the effects again. Calls for the winds of Kawartha to bring piercing hail from above. 69% chance to freeze. Let me go for a bit of movement speed, I think. Gunner's Blessing cast amount +2? I don't know why, but that sounds insane. Dark fire, more electric. Possess garden chair, piercing electric orbs to your side, so we could lose some cast speed. Chain off of them. I already have that. So I'd just be gaining passive stats, I guess. Let's just go here and then grab some stagger, I suppose, so we at least have a new spell. Okay, that seems like a pretty large area. Oh, okay. It puts it on the ground. Man, if I could figure out how to do that massive slash every time I shapeshift, that would be sick. Fire, dark, more electric. So we have these two. We don't have this one. So I guess we're losing a bit of knockback. Guess we should try and focus down the snake ladies first, since they have some nasty ranged attacks. I still don't know what there's... Oh, they have a massive explosion after a very long time, it seems like. Light radius, cast speed, mana critical hit, Mother's Domain. Let's grab this one and look for some cast speed. Or we could get the projectiles no longer lose damage and +1 cast amount. Seems pretty insane. I don't really think I'm going for my basic attack here. Okay, we are back to an absolutely insane amount of enemies now. But I should have better AoE this time, I hope. That's the cast speed one. Type of neural cluster it belongs to. So I guess we can get a different stat for that one? That's the ability upgrade thing, the survivability one. Mana orbs generated from corpse slams was 200%. Wall slam inflicts 2 marks. I think I got that one, didn't I? Let's just go for the cast speed thing. Max mana gain plus 13. More cast speed. Oh, we got a lucky level up. Start of each wave gains stealth. Pierce amount plus 1. That sounds pretty good if we go over there. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try to get that unique node later on from this one. That's quite a bit of area for our storm chair thing. Sounds kind of funny. The glacier mine should work with that as well, I think. And the storm throne. And maybe the sigil, not sure. Yep, that's a huge blast, Jesus. Ability upgrade. Cast speed thing. We have everything there, it looks like. We could try out the stealth thing later on, maybe. What are the passives there? I'd probably take movement speed or dodge chance. I think I just want to see what happens if I take this one again. Mana? I don't know if that really helps me much. I don't really know what's going on, but we seem to be zapping everything now. Defense thing. Movement speed stuff. That's the one I wanted for the pierce amounts. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that helps the sparks, I think. Movement speed. Ability upgrade. Let's go for a bit more survivability. I thought I had that already. I guess we'll try it then. So the damage-based stuff, projectile range plus 30%. Sounds kind of cool, but we do only have like one projectile, I think. Whatever. Oh, I can grab the attack while shapeshifting thing. Honestly, I kind of want to try that and see how it works since it's the most unique thing here. Okay, yeah, we're just using our regular auto attack as we move around. That's actually pretty helpful though. You do get a lot of movement speed here. Oops. There's so much stuff on screen right now, my god. It's kind of hard to press space and F and move with WASD at the same time as well. But you can change the key bindings, I think. %25 movement speed? So I guess there must be some sort of unlock, like... We did something movement speed based there with the shapeshifting form for that. Survivability, Mother's Domain... More cast speed? Or big projectile range? Probably go with the cast speed. Oh, that damages you as well. I thought it was just frostbite. Defensive thing, damage thing. Let's just go area and try to make that square thing hit the entire screen, I think. Oh, I'm just randomly dead, I guess. Okay. Oh well. So we got one shot by a spider mine I ran into, it looks like. Silver Ocelots. Attack of this weapon after switching to it gains 15% extra charge for each combo attack you've done. Bonus resets when a new combo is started. Kinetic Blade, fully charged attacks, deflect projectiles. I already had that. Yeah, we started with that. We have the Silver Ocelot now. Oh, looks like there are some weapons you can get in the current demo. Man, there is a lot of stuff to take in here. Excessive recovery increases max health? Cast your signature spell? Oh, can you change your signature spell in here, I wonder? Oh, this is how you get the smite. Oops. Yeah, we could have had that. And then this is what it started you with, I guess. And that gives you the Demon Blade charge thing? I don't know, man. There is a lot of stuff to take in here. This is so different from the base game. Definitely pretty interesting, though. There is a lot of character customization you can do, up to 4 different auto spells, your basic attack, signature spell. Got a ton of different stats, and you mostly gain them through the random rolls on the spells that you grab, it looks like. Recoup recovers a resource over a set amount of time. Prevents enemies from moving or attacking. Some enemies don't stagger until enough stagger built up. Enemies in your light take 50% more knockback and stagger. Projectiles to balance and non-projectiles can be repeated in place. Resistance, armor, and damage reduction? Sounds like damage and reduction and resistance are basically the same thing. But then armor's a flat reduction. Bunch of different neural clusters. Wait, there's different attacks on them? Those are exactly the same. Oh, I guess you just use the charge value for that. Radius, range, knockback all go up quite a bit as it charges. Stagger and mana on hit, huh? Those look exactly the same. I don't even know what a finisher is. Man, that is a lot of stuff. But yeah, the demo is publicly available on Steam now. If you want to try it out for yourself, there will be a link in the description. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.